For some Americans, January 20th, 2005 was a depressing day. It marked the official beginning of President Bush's second term.
The election, I thought it was disappointing, upsetting, I don't know. Heartbreaking.
The election was very discouraging.
It's just more of almost losing hope.
This one in particular is pretty emotional.
And I'm angry about it.
What's really, really frustrating is when I talk to Republicans about the whole issue, they tell me to get over it, or that that I'm a crybaby because I'm questioning it.
You see this little child here? He's done in green. I think he symbolizes the earth or people of this earth.
The bombs and tombstones, I glued those on myself. You can see the bombs emanating from the corporate field and the tombstones at the bottom.
He spent $40 million on this inauguration for a second term, might I add. And then I think it was when FDR was in office and the Depression was going on, he had a ham sandwich. So what is this $40 million with Macy Gray and Three Doors Down BS, which is another issue?
You crybabies need to get over it.
But whenever a president is sworn in, it's a chance for a new beginning, for healing, for making peace between red and blue America.
The election didn't go the way you wanted, and I can understand people being depressed about that, but we have consolation prizes, so at least you won't leave empty-handed.
Okay.
You can choose what you want. We got a Hillary Clinton. He's a little heavy, but I'm trying to get him. Or Michael Moore, and a lens cap. She may be the next president.
Sweet.
Oh, it's showing a little leg there. I didn't know Hillary was so sexy.
I want Michael Moore.
You want Michael Moore? All right.
I would go for Hillary.
Hillary. She's a popular one. She's our biggest seller, even though we're giving him away. Bye-bye, Mike. That's the last Michael Moore that we've got, and I hope you enjoy. Here's Hillary. I think we may be out of Hillary dolls. Are we going to be able to get rid of these things today, or are we going to have to?
I'm sure you will.
I don't have to lug these back to New York. I'm sorry to say that you missed it. We had Hillary Clinton dolls. We had Michael Moore dolls. The Hillary and Michael Moore dolls were by far the most popular. All we have left are Saddam and Osama. We want to give you something, but unfortunately this is all we've got left. Would you care to have a free Saddam or Osama as a consolation prize?
I think so.
They're kind of getting intimate here a little bit. Oh, sorry, Saddam. Whoa! Well, we have a headless doll. That's part of the problem. They make a nice couple, don't they? They have matching outfits. You can even swap their heads.
Well, since
There
they
you
have
go.
identical bodies, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. You're going with Osama. Osama's head got turned around here. Let me see. Look, either that or his shirt's on backwards.
I'm not sure what this means, but I have just acquired a Osama Bin Laden G.I. Joe doll.
It's odd that the Osama dolls are more popular than the Saddam dolls. I can't give these things away, which is what I'm doing.
After connecting with my blue state brethren, I was hopeful that peace was at hand.
Why do you think someone would vote for President Bush?
Because they're not informed?
I think people vote for Bush out of pure ignorance.
Somehow the American people have been conned. And I really want to say this distinctly or explicitly. They've been conned.
Very well manipulated, very well maneuvered by Karl Rove, I would say.
The thing that happened with CBS and Dan Rather seems like that was another Karl Rove job.
Karl Rove.
Karl Rove.
Karl Rove.
Karl Rove?
Karl Rove, I want to say, is the guy that's behind this. And he is a Nazi, and his father was a Nazi, so,
I think that people are voting for Bush partly out of fear.
They basically are so fearful they can't expand beyond their fear.
Karl Rove's a Nazi.
Yeah, Karl Rove's a Nazi.
Wow.
So is Bush. So, and they use those tactics.
Yeah.
And that's why, this is not a joke.
They're afraid that there's going to be another terrorist attack because that's their biggest use in their arguments is that we have to protect this country from terrorist attacks, and people believe that.
People that vote for Bush are in some denial.
Your thoughts on the election?
I totally feel this election was stolen.
Democracy didn't happen.
Why do you think he did get reelected?
Well, I don't. Personally, I'm not even sure. I believe he did.
Do you think that this election was rigged, or do you think this was worse?
Did you see the Democratic Party?
Everyone who thinks it was rigged, say so.
The discrepancy between the exit polling and the actual outcome of the election make the election overall pretty questionable.
There was a disparity between the exit polls and the votes, too.
Yeah. And
Maybe we could probably save everybody a lot of time if they just took an exit poll and forget the voting.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool.
I think a lot of questions need to be asked. Questions: why did he get reelected? Why are we standing at this inauguration today?
There's all these different things that are happening that really replicate what's happened in fascist regimes in the past, where it's intolerance of dissent.
I'm afraid to have a conversation in the airport. You know, I'm afraid to have a political conversation in the airport.
He's moving towards fascism, and I think we're going to see that over the next 4 years.
If you really look up fascism, we are in a Christian fascist state right now.
Despotism, fascism, whatever you want to consider it.
He's the closest thing to fascism that America's probably ever seen.
Huh. Making peace between red and blue might be a little harder than I thought.
I'm a Democrat. I am fed up.
I'm basically a pissed off Democrat.
I know, I'm rising up. You know, I mean, I've taken it for 2 elections.
I think people don't sit back and take this kind of abuse forever.
There's got to be something else, because I don't know if the voting is actually working.
I'm part of an organization called the International Socialist Organization. I'm from New York City. I'm a teacher up there.
You know, there's a lot of people that are into socialism and communism, and that's very interesting to me, because it's very inspiring, actually.
The idea of the publications is to spread left-wing ideas and revolutionary ideas in this country.
Stop bitching, start a revolution.
Us Democrats are going to get up in arms.
I think there needs to be revolution in this country.
You know, we'll have to come out and, you know, do what we have to do in the spirit of revolution.
It's really up to the left wing to get organized.
You know, we'll have to come out and kill somebody, I guess.
There's potentially, you know, tens of millions of people in this country who could be mobilized to fight.
So do you think it's going to take a revolution to fix the problem?
I hope not. I hope not. I'm counting on the Democrats to come back.
But there could be blood in the streets.
Hopefully not.